What's up guys, it's your boy Desmond with The Lens. Here today we're going to be talking about how to build your portfolio, regardless on if you're a new photographer or if you've been in the field. So let's go ahead and snap right in. In order to build your portfolio, you need to make sure that you guys are networking as much as you can. By going to photography workshops and photography meetups. Now these two things are a way for you to gain a lot of material for you to use for the month, as well as for you to gain experience in both types of fields. Photography workshops are typically indoors. If I'm typically in studio, you have to pay to get in. There is a limit of how many people will be there, so there's more time for you to network with other photographers as well as the models themselves. And this is just a great way to have a lot of personal one-on-one time. Now, photography meetup, now this thing is free. And because it's free, everyone will be there. There will be huge crowds always there. You're gonna always have to make sure that if you're shooting, you gotta look around before you move, because you might have 3 to 10 other photographers around you or behind you shooting the same image that you're getting. Now, both of these things are a great way to improve your portfolio. It's practice. You get to work with something new. You get to work with somebody new. Whenever you're shooting, you need to always make sure that you're introducing yourself to the model or to the other photographers. Your name has to be out there for them to find you. So tonight, you're actually going to be tagging along with me to a photography workshop, and you guys are going to kind of get a bird's eye view of how it looks from the outside. Now, this event was a paid for event, so there's a limit of how many photographers could be there, and then all of the models there are being paid. So they're all working their stuff, trying to be as best as they can, because all of the photos are supposed to be given to them. That's another thing that you have to realize. When you go to a meetup or a workshop, you need to network with these people and hand them your work. Anything you think isn't good, they might think it's the best thing ever. Like, there have been countless times when, even though I didn't personally like the shot, when I handed it over to the model, they loved it, they submitted it, it's been published, and I'm just like, well, would you look at that? Who knew? But let's wipe. And we are back. Now, this one was a little bit crowded than they typically are. However, that's how most workshops go. You have 3 to 4 stations where people always gather to take photos, multiple people over top of each other trying to take the same photo, trying to have something to use, new material. And one thing you gotta remember, network. Talk to these other photographers, talk to the models, make sure that you give them their photos. This will help you build your portfolio as well as make relationships so that you can work with other people moving forward. And that's the goal, to have maybe a list of models where if you just reach out and say, hey, I have this idea for a shoot, they know you, they've worked with you, they like your work, they'll come and work with you. But that's a way to build your portfolio, as well as continuously build your portfolio for future references. But that is all from me for today. If you guys want a more in-depth look onto how to successfully go to a workshop or a meetup and network, then you can actually check out one of these 2 videos. It's going to be at the end screen. They're more of a step-by-step guide of how you should act, what you should do, how to get your best results for both a workshop or a meetup. But that is all. Like and subscribe. Deuces.